Hello, welcome to NDTV News, reaching you from the Ernest Kole Media Complex here in Yenagoa. I'm Sarah Dadewe Apa. Here are the highlights. Governor Oyedere emerges chairman of South-South Governors Forum. Her bill to upgrade teachers' retirement age from 60 to 65 passes second reading. Plus, U.S. embarks on implementation of deportation policy. And now, details. Governors of the South-South geopolitical zone have unanimously picked Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Oyedere, as chairman of the South-South Governors Forum. Senator Oyedere emerged on Tuesday during the forum's meeting in Government House, Yenagoa, the state capital. Cross River State Governor also emerged as the vice chairman of the forum. Government House correspondent George Amele was there and now reports.
Regional integration is the backbone for the development of the South-South geopolitical zone. To this end, governors of the region congregated on Tuesday in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital, to form greater synergy amongst themselves. The meeting had the governors, other than the Edo State governor, unanimously adopting the Bayelsa State governor, Senator Oyedere, as the chairman of the South-South Governors Forum. At the end of the meeting, Governor Diri read out the communique of the meeting.
The South-South Governors Forum convened on Tuesday, 28th January 2025, at Government House, Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, to discuss pressing issues and strategies vital for the unity and development of the region. The forum resolved to 1. Extend our heartfelt appreciation to Mr. President, His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his steadfast support and commitment that led to the emergence of our esteemed son, His Excellency Senator Godswill Obot Akpabio, GCON, as President of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We commend Mr. President for the award and commencement of the Coastal Road Project and appeal that work should also begin from the Calabar axis of the road. This strategic infrastructure will not only enhance connectivity but also stimulate economic development in the region. We thank Mr. President for the ongoing work on the East-West Road. The forum emphasized the need to expedite action towards the completion of that road. This will facilitate movement within the region, noting that it is the major road that links all the South-South states. The forum calls on the federal government to activate the railway line in Port Harcourt and connect all other South-South states. We support Mr. President's tax reform bill, and the forum further urged Mr. President to extend the proposed VAT sharing percentages to other areas of derivation, such as oil and gas.
Collectively, the governors desire the connectivity of member states, especially through the completion of the East-West Road, extension of the ongoing remediation of Ogoni lands to other polluted environments of the region, with regional security amongst other issues agreed upon. Earlier, it was glad tidings for members of the forum as they felicitated with the River State counterpart, His Excellency Siminalayi Fubara, on the occasion of his 50th birthday. From the Governor's Conference Room in Government House, Yenagoa, George Ameli reporting for NDTV News.
The Bayelsa State House of Assembly has screened and confirmed the Director General nominee of the State Due Process Bureau, Mr. Aaron Nicodemus Temie. Temie, who was reappointed at the end of his 4-year first-term tenure, was at the Assembly to fulfill the requirements for his reappointment. Her bill to harmonize retirement age of teachers from 60 to 65 years has passed through second reading in the floor of the House. The resolution followed a debate during plenary on the harmonized retirement age for teachers bill. Assembly correspondent Nebraton Pure tells us more.
The Harmonized Retirement Age for Teachers Bill 2025 is coming at a time when the expectation to boost the morale of those who are considered for getting their reward in heaven to also get a glimpse of heaven on earth.
As we all know, the retirement age for teachers in this instance, it used to be 60 years of age. Consider teachers from only 65 years of age. For me, it is a good thing. In fact, we should even increase it to 70.
So, Mr. Speaker, I'm also lending my voice to support the amendment of this bill, and I'm also using this medium to appeal to my colleagues to also consider the speedy passage of this bill.
And so, it is apt and appropriate to think of increasing the years for their retirement.
The bill assented to in the federal level in 2022 by President Muhammadu Buhari, 3 years later in 2025, is meant to fulfill that promise in line with the domestication procedure.
So there are no personal in this issue. It's a state issue. We are not to pay them. It's not about benefiting or not benefiting. We are not to pay them. It's a state issue, and we should look at our development, our issues, and deal with them locally.
From my own research, as at 26th of October 2024, 24 states have not just signed this law, but they have already implemented this law, including, excluding the Federal Capital Territory. If you do that, about 25 states have done so. And if other states have been benefiting from this, I mean, the magnanimity of this law since 2022, why do we want to deny our people from benefiting from seeing this thing?
The Bayelsa lawmakers concluded on the fate of teachers' retirement age in the states by handing over the bill to the House Committee on Education to report within 2 weeks.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
From the State House of Assembly in Yenagoa, I am Nebraton Pure, reporting for NDTV News.
Bayelsa State Deputy Governor Senator Lawrence Erojakpo has urged public servants in the state to work closely with government in ensuring the smooth implementation of policies and programs for the overall well-being of the state. Senator Erojakpo stated this on Monday when members of the Bayelsa State Permanent Secretaries Forum, led by its chairman, Dr. Wisdom Sawyer, paid a courtesy visit in Government House, Yenagoa. The Deputy Governor acknowledged the critical roles permanent secretaries play in ensuring that the civil service contributes meaningfully to the success of government. He therefore encouraged them to maintain a healthy and harmonious working relationship with their commissioners and the various ministries to enhance efficiency and productivity. While congratulating the last set of permanent secretaries that were sworn in, Senator Erojakpo charged them to be diligent and discharge their duties responsibly, stressing that they should guard against any unethical behavior that was inimical to the image of government. In his address, Chairman of the Bayelsa State Permanent Secretaries Forum, Dr. Wisdom Sawyer, expressed appreciation to government for the support extended to permanent secretaries over the years. He particularly commended the Prosperity government for periodic appointments of permanent secretaries to fill vacant positions and organizing retreats for permanent secretaries and other top government functionaries. The Independent National Electoral Commission has admitted that though there has been incremental improvement in the electoral process in recent electoral cycles, a lot of work still needs to be achieved. Chairman of the Commission, Mahmoud Yakubu, made a confession during the maiden visit of the new European Union ambassador to Nigeria and ECOWAS, Gaultier Milgnot, in Abuja yesterday. He, however, assured that the Commission was working hard to improve on other aspects of electoral operations and denied that the Commission is receiving direct funding or has an account into which donor funds are warehoused. He also dismissed claims that INEC received direct funding and grants from foreign donors. Earlier, Ambassador Milgnot had remarked that the electoral umpire would not enjoy the trust of the citizens and stakeholders without a credible electoral system in place. You're watching news from Niger Delta Television. On the headlines, Governor Oyedere emerges chairman of South-South Governors Forum. Her bill to upgrade teachers' retirement age from 60 to 65 passes second reading. We'll take a short break now. When we return, U.S. embarks on implementation of deportation policy. Details of these and other stories will come your way after the break. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Niger Delta Television News and Current Affairs Department at the Ernest Ikoli Media Complex here in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State.
One of NDTV's traditional objectives is to disseminate information with renewed vigor. We build teamwork for accountability, efficiency, and accuracy.
Our community reports, eyewitness accounts, current affairs discussions are detailed and competitive.
As NDTV reporters, undiluted report is our goal. We gather the news and bring it to you just as it is.
Our cameras are poised to get in the story behind the story in an in-depth news report.
Our new digital equipment are top-notch with clearer visuals and audio. NDTV is repositioned to serve you better.
Join us on the news every day at 7 a.m., 12 p.m., and our major bulletin at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 25 UHF. NDTV, crystallizing the vision.
Glad to know you're still there, and the news continues. The Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, NCDMB, Engineer Felix Omashola Ogbe, in company with senior officials of Shell Petroleum Development Company, SPDC, on Tuesday embarked on facilities tour at Bright Waters Energy Limited, Port Harcourt in Rivers State. The tour to the company's facilities at Chobal, Port Harcourt, and Emoha in Emoha local government area of Rivers State was a follow-up of the earlier visit to the company and some pipe coating facilities in May 2024 by the NCDMB's Executive Secretary, and at that visit, he pledged the board's support for local service companies, giving them opportunities in the oil and gas industry and creating jobs in the economy. Speaking ahead of the visit, Engineer Ogbe conveyed the board's determination to ensure that capabilities of local oil and gas service companies are adequately utilized by operating companies in the industry to boost local content and provide employment. He charged operating oil and gas companies to always support qualified service companies while ensuring that the best quality service is delivered at all times and on schedule. In his opening remarks, the Community and Corporate Affairs Manager of Bright Waters, Mr. Solomon Aluge, confirmed that the firm had been engaging the team from SPDC and was equipped to carry out heavy or light fabrication works. He indicated that Bright Waters has carried out many onshore and offshore pipeline engineering and installation works for various clients. The three military-led West African nations, Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso, have officially withdrawn from the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The withdrawal, which took effect from January 29, 2025, was confirmed by the ECOWAS Commission in a statement. Despite their exit, ECOWAS has assured that citizens of the three countries will continue to enjoy visa-free movement, residence, and establishment within the region, as trade and economic activities will also proceed under the existing ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme. The ECOWAS Commission has urged its members to continue providing support to ECOWAS officials from the three countries. These arrangements will be in place until the full determination of the modalities of the Commission's future engagement with the three countries by the ECOWAS Authority of Head of the State and Government. Over 3,690 Nigerians residing in the United States are facing deportation as President Donald Trump begins a crackdown on those he called illegal immigrants in the country. According to a document compiled by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, the data is broken down by nationality and corresponding figures, which brought the Nigerian figure to the 3,690. Further revelations say U.S. migrant deportation flights earlier arrived in Latin America with special focus on Colombian migrants, adding that Nigerians and other African illegal immigrants would have been the next target for deportation by the American government, which has manifested Trump is working on the largest mass deportation operation in American history. And now to the ever-busy world of entertainment. Super Eagles winger Moses Simon welcomed the arrival of his third child and expressed gratitude to God for the addition to his family. For details of this and more in entertainment stories, let's join Delight Oladile.
A Nigerian professional footballer, Moses Simon, who plays as a former or left winger, has announced the birth of his third child. The Super Eagles winger took to social media to announce the arrival of the bundle of joy. The 29-year-old praised his wife for being a strong woman as she delivered a new bouncing baby boy. According to reports, he married his wife, Ibukun Sarah Adenuga, in 2015. The couple already have two daughters prior to the arrival of the newborn. On his ex-handle, he wrote, "Thanks to my queen for this marvelous gift to our family. You are indeed a strong woman, and I'm always proud of you." Simon expressed his gratitude to God for the addition to his family. I am Delight Oladile for NDTV Entertainment News.
And now, in sports. In the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations draws, Nigeria was selected in Group C, along with Tunisia, Tanzania, and Uganda. The draws were held in Rabat, Morocco. For details of this report and more on sports stories, let's join Ayemi Miene.
On Monday, the Confederation of African Football held the 2025 AFCON draw in Rabat, Morocco. Nigeria was selected to play in the 2025 AFCON alongside Tanzania, Tunisia, and Uganda in Group C. While in Morocco, Super Eagles coach Eric Schell was questioned about Nigeria's prospects of making it out of the group. But according to the Malian, the World Cup qualifiers are a top priority right now. We need to be focused on the World Cup qualifiers. Then in October, we will think about the AFCON. But now, we need to win 2 games in March. On January 8th, Schell was named coach of the Super Eagles, succeeding interim manager Augustin Eguavon, who had been in charge since last September. The Super Eagles are currently 5th place with 3 points from 4 games in Group C of the qualifiers, and Shell's main goal is to get them a ticket to the World Cup. Following the loss of key batsman Victory Egbenedion in the opening over and the loss at 18-3 within 5 overs, Christabel Chukwuonye spearheaded the recovery with late flurries from Lilian Ude and Peculiar Agboya and contributions from Egwakun. Ireland's best bowler was Kia McCartney, who finished with 213 from 4 overs. Although Ireland lost a wicket in the opening over of their chase, Freya Sargent and Rebecca Lowe managed to steady the innings and lead them to 32 at the end of power play. However, even though Millie Spence and Kia McCartney put up some late resistance, Nigeria maintained control thanks to consistent wickets. Nigeria survived the late scare, defeating Ireland by a slim margin of 6 runs after bowling them out for 88. The most impressive player was Lilian Ude, who finished with figures of 311. Anointed Akigbe and Peace Hussein each contributed 2 wickets. Player of the match was awarded to Ude for her overall performance, which included a vital 12-11 with the bat. Nigeria finished third in the Super 6 Group 2, while Ireland's defeat meant they could not catch up with New Zealand, finishing last. Ayemi Miene for NDTV Sports.
A report from Miene Ayemi ends our bulletin. But before we go, we'll take another look at stories that made headlines. Governors of the South-South geopolitical zone have unanimously picked Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Oyedere, as chairman of the South-South Governors Forum. We also brought you a report that a bill to harmonize retirement age of teachers from 60 to 65 years has passed through second reading and the floor of the House. And finally, over 3,690 Nigerians residing in the United States are facing deportation as President Donald Trump begins a crackdown on those he called illegal immigrants in the country. That's the size of our bulletin. Thanks for watching. I'm Sarah Dadewe Apa.